to the Florida State decision to eliminate Greek life on campus?
So I don't know enough about what all was going on there. Our reaction was that I'm happy that Gary Ward and his team started this review process last year to understand what's working and what's not, and that then what we should focus on is how we make sure that our Greek system is the best in the nation, and it's what people should be looking up to. We do have to be cognizant that there are, it's possible some of those things could happen, and we want to make sure that we do everything in our power to make a safe environment where students can benefit from the positives of the Greek life, but also avoid any of those things happening.
I asked for some documents that Dyad received, and one of the documents I received was about retention and graduation rates. And Greek organizations as a whole have higher retention and higher graduation rates, but they're substantially higher among the sororities than they are among the fraternities or the student populations. Are you studying what's going on and what the differences are?
So that's one of the things that we want to look at. I think that was why there were some of the suggestions in the Dyad report about some of the things we might want to implement, is what is creating that, right? And it's interesting that you point out the difference between those groups in that the sororities have a higher retention and graduation rates. But that's also a national trend. If you look, that's a national trend between women and men. You'll see that trend is there. I don't know if it's substantially different, and that's what I'll need to check, than the national trend in general populations for men versus women. But I think what we could do is we need to be looking at what are the best practices in each of those organizations, and how do we make sure that all of our students are benefiting like the women are.
And are you asking for any of that data to be disaggregated by the governing structures, considering there are 4 governing structures on campus, and if you just lump them all together, you may miss some problems or miss some opportunities for betterment?
I'm not 100% sure on that, Rudy, but I think it's a good suggestion that we make sure that we think about the different governing organizations. So I will make sure I talk to Gary about that, and that we think about, they probably are doing that, but I should verify that for you.
Is there any chance that Greek life will be closed out on campus the way it has at Florida State?
There is no plan to do that right now. There's not, right? And I think what we want to do is make sure that we use and benefit from all the positives, right? You know the positives. I mean, these are students who are active in the blood drive. They're active in homecoming. They help us with the leadership skills that they gain. Their connection with all of our alums. So there's tremendous positive parts. We want to make sure that we amplify all the positives and avoid any potential negatives.